Yo, what's good, people? This is your boy T.Gold, and I am the host of the Crypto Krew. Now, the Crypto Krew is the place where you come to learn about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and all things having to do with the metaverse. All right. So, today we're going to discuss one of the hottest topics in the metaverse. All right. That is, what are NFTs? Okay. We're going to get into that. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, all right? We're going to get into breaking down what that is and who are some of the hottest players in that space and some of the projects that have been created and sold, all right? But first, I want to say, when you finish watching this video, please like, share, subscribe, and if you feel free, buy a shirt. We got some dope Crypto Krew shirts available for y'all in all sizes and colors. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. All right, so NFTs. What are NFTs? NFTs are non-fungible tokens that are one-of-a-kind digital assets that can take form of a tweet, or it can actually be a meme. It can be a video. It can be a piece of digital art that you created. It can be a stand-up live comedic special. There's literally no limit to what you can do with NFTs creatively. It's just for people who are creating intellectual property that they want to monetize off of it. All right. And now, once you create an NFT, you can actually set a royalty rate that will go on for the life of that NFT. So that's one of the best aspects of it. All right. So there are about three different kind of contracts that you would sign, ERC contracts that usually go along with these, but we're going to break that down a little bit later. But right now, we're going to get into how to monetize your NFTs. Okay, now the way to monetize your NFT is to already have some kind of community based around what you do, your profession, or if you're new to the NFT space, but you've been creating artwork, you have artwork you can actually digitize, bring it to the NFT world, and you can create a community there, just participating in the buying and selling of NFTs. That's one of the quickest ways to get your name out there if you're thinking about becoming an artist, just creating visual content. But if you're already famous, let's say like somebody like Jay-Z, who already minted his first NFT, which was based on the cover of Reasonable Doubt, he went ahead and already minted something that was already established and had a following. If you know Jay-Z, you know about Reasonable Doubt. He created an NFT of it. He collaborated with an artist. I talked about in a previous video. But what he did was he already had a following. All he had to do was mint the NFT, and it sold recently for about $139,000. Okay, so this artist rendition of the cover of Reasonable Doubt just sold. All right, so that's an example of somebody who already has a community, who had the ability to sell his NFT fairly quickly. All right, but if you're a new artist up and coming and you don't have the community, I suggest you take advantage of social media to gain some kind of a following, and then just build it. If you build it, they will come. Create your NFT of your music, your video, your art, and just put it out there. And eventually, if you do have something hot and you promote it enough, you're going to have some kind of traction to the point where you might be able to sell your NFT. So the things that give NFTs value is the community behind it. All right, so some of the biggest players in the NFT space are people like Beeple. All right, this artist has been creating work on Twitter for about over 10 years, and he has a crazy following. He worked with a lot of celebrities, but once he got into the NFT space, he was able to actually have one of the highest selling NFTs go for $69 million. That was a collaboration piece, actually, I should say collage of all of his first 5,000 pieces that he released on Twitter. So that's how he became famous and how he was able to sell his NFT for a record price, and that thing is worth over $100 million to this day. Another player, big player, one of my favorite players is Mark Cuban. He actually got with the NBA. They created NBA Top Shots, which is NBA highlights and photos of some of your favorite players doing their best moves, dunks, fast breaks, and they're selling at a record pace. NBA Top Shots, I believe, next to Crypto Punks, the Bored Apes Project, Crypto Kitties. These are some of the biggest NFT projects out there. And also, Mark Cuban has helped Mintable, which is a gasless NFT marketplace. He helped them with one of their first round of funding. All right. So he's tried to get other big players or other big companies to start looking into NFTs, investing in the platform, because if you have any kind of content that you want to protect and monetize, NFTs are the way to go. So I'm real proud of Mark Cuban and what he's doing because he's a big player in the NFT space. Okay, some of the platforms that you can go to buy and mint your NFTs are platforms such as Rarible, Mintable, Mintbase, OpenSea, and there's another one out there I'm forgetting. But there's plenty of platforms for you to go and buy and mint NFTs. If I were you, I would just go check out one of these sites. But first, you would have to get a MetaMask wallet or a Trust wallet. So when you buy your NFTs, you have your digital currency in there, because most of these NFTs are minted on the Ethereum blockchain. So that means you're going to have to pay for your NFTs in Ethereum. Some platforms are allowing you to use regular fiat money, but just buy some crypto, buy some Ethereum, put it in your MetaMask or your Trust wallet, and just buy, at least one NFT so you can see how to function in that world. Because once you start playing around in that world, you're going to start understanding how these different cryptocurrencies that represent different dApps, decentralized apps, you're going to see how they function and how you can use them and how effective they can be in your business or industry. All right. So those are the platforms. But some more of the key players, I can't leave out somebody like Gary V, who started Gary V Friends. And those are his own little NFT characters that he created that he's selling. So he's another big player in the industry. And he started out, he's a big tech guy, big tech investor, but he got his start in trading cards. As far as his interest in NFTs, he realized that this is just a digital way to trade off collectibles. So Gary V is another big player in the NFT space that you might want to look out for. And he also has some great content you might want to check out. Now, the next players I want to talk about in this NFT space, or just the crypto space itself, because there's a lot of people in the music industry, specifically in the hip hop culture, right? So the first person that set it off for our culture was Nipsey Hussle. He had a virtual store, and he got with a guy by the name of Idris Sandu, and he created something called spatial reality. We'll get into that in a whole nother episode, but he's the guy who put Nipsey on to crypto. So big rest in peace to Nipsey for bringing it to the community. Then I want to say a big rest in peace to MF Doom, because he was another one that created an NFT of his mask, and he was ahead of the game. Speaking of masks, we got Ghostface Killer. He's involved with the Bitcoin ATMs, and he actually got with another firm to create Cream Capital, which they have their own coin, and Wu-Tang has their own NFT, which is dope. The Game, he's got in for initial coin offering, an ICO. That's when a company in the NFT market on the crypto space, they go public. That's an ICO. And that company he got with was called Paragon. And then Childish Gambino, he's another guy. He just loves Bitcoin. So, it was rumored that he's a big investor in that. And you got DJ Khaled. He partnered up with a company to create a e-wallet. And that company's called Centra. Then you got Jim Jones. he partnered up with Zap Theory. He created his own coin, the Capo coin, and he minted an NFT of his Vamp Life chain, and that thing sold for I think like $1,000. So those are some of the people in the space too, and some of the artists. I have to mention them as well. People like Post Malone, Lil Yachty, Lil Pump, they got their own coins too. But I'm just glad to see that the hip hop community is involved in this space and they see the potential because these guys create a lot of dope content. All right. There's one other person that I definitely have to mention on this list, and he's personally one of my favorite artists of all time. Nasir Jones. He was one of the early investors of Coinbase. Now, Coinbase is a cryptocurrency exchange, and they also have a crypto wallet, a Coinbase wallet that you can download and collect other NFTs and exchange your cryptocurrencies with that wallet. So Nas got in early. He has a venture capital firm, Queensbridge Venture Capital, and they actually contributed somewhere to $100,000 to $500,000 in Coinbase's first initial round of investing. So when they went public, Nas, they said it's rumored for him to make anywhere a minimum of 40 million, but anywhere close to $180 million. So that was a big play for Nas, and he also been in Silicon Valley investing. But I'm just glad he's in the crypto space. So with that being said, you have individuals who are actual characters in the crypto space. And one guy I like to mention, he's extremely funny. He's on IG, he's on YouTube. His name is Sly Fly McCartney. He dresses up as this character with glasses, these crazy buck teeth, but this guy is hilarious, but he does it as a way to get people to understand the NFT space so they won't be so overwhelmed. Like he has a lot of fun. He does a lot of like parodies. He's actually met Jim Jones and he actually met G Herbo. So I'm sure that, they had some kind of crypto talk. And I would have to say that this guy probably is going to end up on Saturday Night Live someday, sometime. But check him out. He's funny. All right. So I also believe he got his own set of NFTs coming out as well because he does have a few NFTs floating around. So, yeah, man, I want to big up to that brother. All right. Now, I would be remiss if I don't mention people like the iconic Snoop Dogg who jumped into his crypto bag earlier this spring by minting his first NFT. And another big player on the West Coast is Tiger, who's actually putting up big numbers selling his NFTs. And you can't forget about the first one to do it, Soldier Boy, aka Big Draco, putting out his first NFT. All right. He wasn't the first one to do it. That was just air quotes on my boy Soldier, but he's part of the Dogecoin army and he's big in the crypto space and the NFT world. So it's big for entertainers, celebrities, and for the small artists alike. And now the last artist we're gonna talk about on this list is the youngest. His name is Fuchsius. He just sold his collection with the Christie's auction, and that was in a virtual auction, all right, a virtual art gallery. So that shit is just mind blowing within itself, all right. So be on the lookout for not just your favorite celebrities, but just the up and coming artists as well, all right. On the last note, I would like to say I had the magnificent opportunity to go to the first NFT art gallery in Atlanta, the ABV art gallery that Greg Mike put together, and it was spectacular. If you ever have one in your town, I suggest you go. You'll be blown away. And when you get a chance, like I said, download a MetaMask wallet or a Trust wallet so you can start buying some NFTs because these are the places where your NFTs are going to be stored. They're going to be stored inside of your digital wallet, okay? So make sure you get yourself one of those. All right? So with all that being said, just remember, non-fungible just means not physical. It's still an asset, but it's digital, all right? And it's on the blockchain. So just know that NFTs are just digital assets that are not physical, non-fungible, all right, folks? So I want to wrap it up. by saying I appreciate everybody listening, taking the time out to check out the video, and hopefully you're doing your own research and investing in crypto. Now, this is only for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. So I'm going to keep y'all informed. The next video I'm probably going to drop is the terminology of crypto. Okay. So with that being said, like, subscribe, share, and buy a shirt. You heard? One love. Peace.